The control unit is located on the forward part of the door behind the access panel, red arrow. To access the panel, use a trim removal tool and pry the end of the panel forward and out. You can use this opening to remove the wiring connections when replacing the outside mirror, as well as running diagnostics, red arrow. To replace the unit, you will need to remove the door panel. When removing the door panel, begin by placing the window in the lowest position it will go. There are two trim pieces you will need to remove before removing the panel. One is the window trim piece where it meets the door panel. The other is the triangular speaker cover by the A-pillar. There is a fastener under the window trim piece that you will need to access. Use a trim removal tool and separate the trim piece from the weather stripping on the outside of the door frame as indicated by the red arrow. With the trim piece out of the weather strip channel, use your trim removal tool and separate the piece, red arrow, from the door frame. You can now access the fastener, yellow arrow. This fastener has varied over the years from a clip to a T30 torque screw. Next, remove the triangular cover by prying it out from the area around the mirror. If yours has been removed before, you can probably do this with your hands. If not, use your trim removal tool, red arrow. With the section around the mirror loose, push the trim piece forward, red arrow, and out from the door. This piece can just hang by the small speaker wire or you can disconnect it. Use a T30 torque and remove the 3 T30 torque bolts. One is under the trim piece you removed, while the other 2 are below the armrest, as indicated by the red arrows. There are 9 clips, red arrow, that hold the door panel in place. Some of these clips might break or stay in the door when you are removing the panel. You want to use the proper door panel trim removal tool and get as close to the clips as possible. Prying them out will take a surprising amount of force, and you want to avoid having the plastic section of the panel that holds the clips break. Also, do not pull on the panel with your hands, as you risk bending or damaging the panel itself. This photo shows the approximate location of the clips and where you want to insert the tool. Make sure the tool is seated around the clip before prying on it. With all the clips free, you want to lift the panel up and out of the channel on the top of the door, as indicated by the red arrow. The door lock pull will stay on the door, so you will have to lift the panel over it. Tilt the panel towards yourself and slide the door pull cable, red arrow, out from the support in the door panel, yellow arrow. Unhook the Bowden cable from the handle, green arrow. Remove all the wiring connections plugged into the control unit, red arrows. These are color-coded so you cannot mix them up when reinstalling. Slide the upper wiring harness from the unit by releasing the small tab on the clip, red arrow, and sliding off the unit, yellow arrow. You can remove the wiring connection for the airbags without separating it by releasing the tab on the connector, red arrow, and sliding it off the bottom of the unit. Next, squeeze together the clip on the front of the control unit. Lift it out and slide the unit forward and off of the mount, yellow arrow. Check the door clips before reinstalling the door panel. This photo shows the location of the clips, yellow arrows. You can see how 2 of them, red arrows, stayed in the door frame when we removed the panel. If the clips have not broken, you can just pry them out of the door and reinsert them into the panel. It's a good idea to order a few spare clips before you begin in case you damage a few, so you will not be hung up on reassembly waiting for clips to arrive. Installation is the reverse of removal. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.